Stop. Don't scroll. You weren't supposed to find this video, but now that you have, you won't be able to forget it. This message is not for everyone, only for those who have felt pain, who have been betrayed, who have carried a weight too heavy for their heart. Is that you? Most people won't finish this video. They'll walk away unchanged. But you, I don't think you're like them. If you stay, if you truly listen, your soul might never be the same again. But I'll warn you now, what I'm about to tell you isn't easy. It's not comfortable. It's not what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. And when you do, when you finally understand, you won't just watch this video. You'll feel it, and you'll never be the same. So, what will it be? Will you click away and stay the same, or will you step through the door to something greater? The choice is yours, but choose quickly. This moment, it won't wait forever. Suffering is the road to redemption. Pain is not a punishment, it is a passage. Every wound carries the potential for wisdom, every scar a story of survival. When we embrace suffering instead of resisting it, we allow it to refine us. The fire that burns also purifies, shaping us into something greater. You must feel to heal. Numbing pain only buries it deeper, where it festers unseen. True healing begins when we allow ourselves to grieve, to break, to be raw before God. In the depths of our sorrow, we find the quiet whispers of divine presence. Only by facing the storm can we ever reach the calm beyond it. Two doors await you. One door leads to anger, vengeance, and destruction. The other to peace, renewal, and grace. The choice is ours. Do we hold on to the weight of our wounds or release them to the hands of the divine? Resentment is a poison that erodes the soul, while forgiveness is a bridge to freedom. Every moment we stand at the threshold. Will we walk into light or shadow? Bitterness is a poison. You drink, hoping another will die. Holding on to resentment is like wrapping ourselves in chains, expecting someone else to feel their weight. The one who harmed us may never feel our pain, but we carry it daily like a stone in our hearts. God does not ask us to forget, but to surrender the burden we were never meant to bear. To release resentment is to step into the lightness of divine peace. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is power. The strongest souls are those who choose love over hatred, compassion over rage. Forgiveness does not erase the past, but it transforms its hold over us. When we let go, we break the shackles that keep us bound to our wounds. The divine does not measure strength by revenge, but by the courage to heal. God knows betrayal, so he knows your pain. There is no agony too great, no heartbreak too deep that has not been known by the divine. Every tear that falls is counted, every silent cry heard. When no one else understands, when the world turns away, God remains. You are never alone in your suffering. He walks beside you through every shadow. The universe was not built on fairness, but on grace. If fairness ruled existence, none of us would escape the weight of our own failings. Mercy is not logical, and love is not earned. They are gifts freely given by the divine. The rain falls on the just and the unjust, not as a sign of indifference, but of boundless grace. If we demand fairness, we will be left with nothing but judgment. But if we embrace grace, we find true life. Vengeance leads to ruin. The fire of revenge consumes the one who carries it before it ever reaches its target. It promises justice, but delivers emptiness, leaving behind only more destruction. True justice is in the hands of the divine, who sees what we cannot. When we release the need to punish, we make room for healing. Forgiveness opens the gates of heaven within you. Heaven is not just a distant realm, but a state of being unburdened by the past. To forgive is to open the door to peace, to invite light where darkness once lived. The divine does not ask us to excuse the pain, only to step beyond its grasp. When we forgive, we do not let another off the hook. We set ourselves free. Even in pain, we have a choice. Pain will come, but it will not define us unless we let it. We can let it harden us, make us bitter, turn our hearts to stone. Or we can offer it up, surrender it, and allow it to be transformed into wisdom. The divine does not waste suffering. He uses it to awaken our souls. You are not alone in your suffering. The night may feel endless, but dawn is inevitable. No sorrow is unseen, no heartbreak unnoticed by the divine. Every prayer whispered in despair is already known before it leaves our lips. Even in silence, God is present, holding us in unseen arms. Your enemy is not the person who hurt you. It is unforgiveness. Hatred binds us more tightly to the one who harmed us than love ever could. In refusing to forgive, we chain ourselves to the past, reliving the wound over and over again. The divine calls us to break free, not for their sake, but for our own. The truest victory is to move forward unshackled. You are not defined by what broke you. Pain is a chapter, not the whole story. Your identity is not in your scars, but in your ability to rise from them. The divine sees not your suffering, but your resilience, your spirit, your light. You were made for more than your wounds. Step into that truth. Your hands cannot hold both resentment and grace. To receive the gift of healing, we must first unclench our fists. If we grip our pain too tightly, we leave no space for love to enter. The divine stands before us, offering peace, but we must choose to take it. Letting go is not weakness, it is the ultimate strength. The divine has already forgiven you. Will you do the same for others? The mercy that flows from the divine is endless, washing away all that we have done. If we are given such grace, how can we withhold it from another? Forgiveness does not deny justice. It entrusts it to the only one truly capable of it. What we release on earth, we also release in our own hearts. We are prisoners of our own unforgiveness. No one suffers more from our grudges than we do. Each day we refuse to let go. We serve another sentence in a prison of our own making. The divine offers the key, but we must be willing to walk free. The past cannot be changed, but our hearts can. The weight of the past will crush you unless you lay it down. The burdens we carry were never meant to be ours alone. The divine whispers, "Give them to me," but we hold on, afraid. Strength is not in carrying the heaviest load, but in knowing when to surrender. The moment we let go, we learn what it means to truly live. Love is a choice, so is bitterness. Every day, we wake up with a decision. Will we let yesterday define us? Will we choose resentment, or will we choose love? The divine calls us toward the path of healing, but we must take the first step. What you nurture in your heart will grow. Choose wisely. Forgiveness is not approval, it is liberation. Forgiveness does not mean saying what happened was right. It means refusing to let it define your future. The divine does not ask us to forget, only to surrender the chains that bind us. Holding on to pain does not protect us, it suffocates us. To forgive is to breathe again. The divine's mercy is not measured by worthiness. No one earns grace, yet it is given freely. The sun rises on the sinner and the saint, not because of what they deserve, but because of divine love. If we measure others by their failings, we will be measured the same. Mercy is not logical, but it is divine. Scars are proof of survival, not evidence of weakness. Every wound that has healed is a testimony, not a tragedy. The divine does not see you as broken, but as a masterpiece refined by fire. Your scars are not signs of failure, but reminders that you endured and emerged stronger. Do not hide them. Wear them as proof that pain did not have the final word. Suffering is not without purpose. Pain is not meaningless. It is the soil where wisdom and strength take root. The divine does not allow suffering to destroy, but to transform. What feels like an ending is often the threshold of something greater. In the depths of despair, new light is born. The soul was not made to carry. Hate is too heavy, a burden for a soul created for love. When we refuse to forgive, we distort the divine image within us. The more we cling to anger, the further we drift from peace. The divine calls us not to excuse wrongdoing, but to release its hold on our hearts. Grace is the breath of the divine. We do not earn grace, nor do we ration it. It is an infinite well, freely given. The same mercy we receive is the mercy we are called to extend. To withhold grace is to cut ourselves off from its healing power. When we choose grace, we align ourselves with the heart of the divine. You were not meant to walk alone. The divine walks beside you, even in the silence, even in the pain. No tear falls unnoticed, no prayer goes unheard. When the weight of the world feels unbearable, surrender it to the one who carries all things. You are never abandoned. Love surrounds you, even now. You made it. Most people wouldn't. But you're different. You felt something, didn't you? Maybe it was just a whisper. Maybe it was a storm. But something inside you shifted, and you can't ignore it now. But this isn't the end. No. This is just the start. And here's the real question. What happens next? You could walk away, pretend this was just another video. But will you really? Something brought you here, and something is telling you to stay. Next time, I have something even deeper to show you, but only those who return will see it. Will you? You know where to find me. Until then, keep searching, keep feeling, keep coming back.